semi-finals are today, guys. It's finally time to face the Fatilia 11.
I'll accept nothing but a win today.
Yes, Coach. To get to the Starship Stadium, we need to go by the carts. We need to go to the east of the village first.
Are you alright, buddy?
Yeah.
Buddy.
Well, with a yo-ho-ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster. Welcome back to Let's Play Inazuma 11 GO Galaxy. This is, of course, the start of a new episode, but it's following on immediately from a very, very solemn previous episode, which Dodge is quite keen to interrupt. We go to the same school, Arion. Did you forget? Terry's the problem child of the basketball club. He's quite famous for it too. Who are you again? A fan? You want an autograph or something? Remember when Dodge was an important member of the plot? Yep, he's not even the most important member of Almighty Faith anymore. Poor guy, in a sense. You know, can't be too sympathetic, but I guess it's here to cheer everyone up from the vibe of the previous episode, which obviously came out days ago, and we're all over it by now anyway. But it warrants talking about, to open an episode immediately, the Fatilia chapter and its storytelling, while Zack has yet more allusions to Zanuck Avalon. Zanuck Avalonic, that's it. It's like no story that Inazuma has ever told, and it just makes me kind of want to praise Go Galaxy in general, because like the series has always been on a bit of an upward spiral of getting weirder and weirder. Where does, oh yeah, that's the ladder back down. I was about to say, I know you have to go left to go up, but yeah, the ladder back down. It's like, you know, first game, normal events, and then second game, wow, aliens, but they're not real. It's an actual story, really, just with a bit of superpowered meteorites and that. Then Inazuma 3, wow, it's actually a normal tournament. We've restored the status quo. Even Go, it's just genuine real-world troubles that would upset anybody, just with some fighting spirits and special moves to make things weirder, as you would expect. Does this zipwire work now? Yes, it does, but it's also one way, so let's not do that just yet. Yeah, Go Galaxy, the series had normalised itself, but I think with Go Light it was a bit too much, and it needed to go slightly more in an odd direction to make up for the very, very serious game that we'd just seen. So Chrono Stones just went full effort mode and just made the weirdest story it could possibly come up with time travelling and aura stealing and just football getting erased, jokes everywhere. So then the onus was on Go Galaxy to decide, do we try and normalise this series, which is definitely beyond saving at this point, or do we just continue to go full weird? So by making aliens actually real this time, yeah, they were clearly going for the let's just keep the weirdness going and have another fun magic adventure. But then, you know what? Go Galaxy catches you off guard, because when you actually get to space, that's when the story is weirdly at its most serious. It deals with themes of death all the way through, like seeing the Silicons go through their depression at knowing that their planet's going to be destroyed and actively hating the citizens of Earth for getting involved. It's so unlike Inazuma to actually have a bad atmosphere. I'll come back to that society in a bit. And then, yeah, it's kind of going further and further. I guess the water chapter is kind of a bit crazy in that, and then Volcanoes is dealing with issues of racism, you could say. Just the two tribes not liking each other and fighting for supremacy of which form of evolution is better, and then forcing them to unite. But then we go to Fatilia and it's like, wow, they're saving the grass chapter for last. Isn't that meant to be the easiest? And then they just dump this race on you that dies within a month of being alive, and they're totally at peace with it because for them it's completely normal. And we just show how we have to deal with that reality of for some people it's just like that, and the guys like Banda, they're so positive and just don't mind at all. Charity is going to cost 2 purple coins. She's expensive as a result of being a Chronostone's password recruit, but I do want her because I already alluded to it when we were playing against her in a previous episode. She's got Astro Break. I remembered her from No Thoughts, Only Sky Blue, and just a nice design. So Charity's going to be joining us. She's not going to be a very high level, so I don't think we can use her in the match or anything, but we'll see if she gets an opportunity at some point. Charity Virtue, the Elder Virtue. She's got a sister, has she? A younger sister? Well, keep an eye out for the other Virtue, probably one of these two. I'll go do a random encounter real quick, but yeah, Go Galaxy. It's a weird hybrid of objectively a very weird plot featuring Wombo Combo. I wonder how many people even realise at this point that Wombo Combo is a phrase that originated from competitive Smash Brothers Melee. We've got Tortoise North. He was on the team that TXM built for me in the post-game of Go Light. Well, it'd be great to recruit him again. He probably needs purple coins as well that I no longer have. Lucian, you've got Flapjack defense now. Let's use that to beat out Tortoise North. Or let's not. Fair enough. We're messing with someone serious here. Fine, more Gigant. Well, we're going to level this move up at this rate. It's almost like I could be using JP, but you know what? Go Galaxy, it is weird. And before I watched Go Galaxy, I was told to kind of lower my expectations. Ares and Orion didn't really exist at this point, so I was kind of told that Go Galaxy was going to be the worst season and the one that people didn't like that much. I was mainly just going off the opinions of one Discord server, to be fair, but I'd never seen anyone actively praise Galaxy, apart from, funnily enough, TXM, who had it as his favourite season. That's only just enough to win, wow. So I kind of did lower my expectations, and we're at that point in the story now where I can admit I love it. It's not my favourite by any means. I think Chronostones, on account of the game, probably gives me a bit more joy. Let's do it again. I don't want to be under level for the next match. But I definitely think Go Galaxy is way better than Go 1, and certainly got an advantage over Inazuma 11 1 as well. When you compare it against Inazuma 2, it's weird because I've only actually seen that anime once. I feel like I could say I prefer the Galaxy anime to the Season 2 anime, but then I have a lot of nostalgia with the actual Inazuma 2 game. So I guess Season 2 is slightly ahead, but I think Go Galaxy is easily the most underrated. It's either that or one of the two in Ares and Orion. It's like, Ares I think is a really solid season and I enjoy it a lot, but I also can't deny it by necessity has to be in the lower half of seasons. Whereas Orion, I think it's good eventually and I enjoy it, but it's also got definitely a lot of problems. Go Galaxy is just kind of the one where I can solidly say, this is just, whether it's a game or a season, it's really good. As long as you're willing to accept, yeah, it's still lads playing weird football in outer space and you're going to deal with aliens and the unbelievable and you have to suspend your belief a little bit, but it deals with issues more serious than Inazuma has ever been willing to do before, and it kind of works. Maybe I'm just biased because I love Inazuma so much, and if I asked someone who'd never watched Inazuma before, hey, you should watch this season and start them off on Go Galaxy, they'd probably think it's a bit mad. But I'm a fan. I really am a fan. So let's get this stadium in view, huh? still can't help but jam along to that music in the background. I was kind of grating my teeth to it, but in a way that I was trying to not pick up on the microphone. Yeah, so the stadium is here in this lush greenery. I do wonder, so if when the stadium leaves, we still need to be able to take the gondola back here, right? Would it just go back to that empty plane again? This guy's gonna die tomorrow! Doesn't even care! Sorry, I think it's a lass again, but it's very hard to tell when it's insects. I mean, we've already got bloody Meteor Garnet back here. Oh no, we don't. It's okay, it's not Meteor Garnet, but probably one of the most difficult to tell genders in Inazuma history, or rather the one that you could most easily get wrong. But here we are. So it's always going to be the Starship Stadium. Nothing changes, but at this point I just enjoy the music so much that I'm totally fine with that. All they could really do to improve it is just put someone in one of these rooms. I know we need changing rooms for like immersion, and is this where Victor and Rolea were hanging out? It certainly feels like it. I'll tell you in advance actually, you never get to explore that castle. It's a bit weird. It'd be, you know, it's like in Black and White if they just never let you go into N's castle. I kind of didn't expect them to let you in there, but that castle where you see those scenes with Victor and Rolea, yeah, that's just for cutscenes only, unfortunately. Unless I'm wrong about that, maybe I've forgotten. But yeah, it'd be good to go there. But well, maybe I guess I haven't actually done the post-game stories of Big Bang or Supernova at this point, so I won't get too. Come on, don't do this to me. A newborn parent is just, you know what? Let's go to the pitch. Obviously not doing the match in this episode, but I'm glad that this one could just be a little positivity ramble, and then we'll take on Fatilia 11 next time.
Yes! Welcome back one and all to the Grand Celeste Galaxy Tournament! Today we have the grueling semi-finals! Who will advance to the Grand Finals? Will it be Fertilia or Earth? I can't wait!
It's the semi-finals. We've got to work hard.
Yeah. We've made it this far. In order to save the galaxy, we can't lose here.
But if we could lose to anyone, I wouldn't mind it being these guys. I love them. They're too nice. Listen up, guys. This could be the last match for some of us. Let's make it a good one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
It's a good thing I have you, Ruger. That was too close. Wait, back when we were lost, did you do that on purpose? Well, all that matters is we made it, right? Whoa! Sometimes I wonder how you do it. You're amazing! Oh, Ganderus, you're too kind.
You're the ones from Morbius, Mr. Ruger and Mr. Ganderus. I've been waiting for you.
Now that my brother and I are here, your victory is guaranteed. Yeah, let's rock and roll!
What's with those guys?
Those two don't look like much.
Buddy, everyone!
Panda.
I've been waiting for a match like this my whole life. Let's make it one to remember.
JP warming up to do absolutely nothing. I'm definitely not fielding him. But yeah, these guys, so they're funny. It's called a magic trick. They're trying to distract us. They're a good laugh. They don't seem like much of a threat in terms of opponent for the next match. But you know what I actually want to bring special attention to with those guys? The fact that Fatilia 11 actually just willingly let them onto the team. And I praise them for that. You know, Silica, they were so proud and boastful. They didn't want that bad guy to play alongside them. And I guess that's fair. And then Nayade, you know, the jackknife lady, she was also a bit grim to hang out with, so they didn't want her either. But those were both cases where the Invader force themselves upon it. And then it was a third time in a row with Magmavia. Again, that Bala guy, bit of a twat. And for a third time in a row, a Phalum Invader had involuntarily put themselves on that team. This is the first time, and probably only time, where we'll actually just see a team that willingly accepts the help from Phalum Orbius. And it makes sense. You know, yes, this is the nicest team, so you'd think they might want to be a bit more reserved in who they accept and allow. But also, they're gonna die. Like, they're having to change their squad in every single match up to this point. Oh, I don't have Keenan. I will have Keenan for this match because he's pretty relevant to the proceedings of those two characters I'm talking about right now. And namely, well, I might as well say he learns Look UFO in this part of the anime. Who are we going to swap out for that? Alpha, I guess, has already had his moment. But now that he's got Ambush, he might actually be a bit more useful. I think I'm going to keep him. Like, I'm supposed to keep Zippy and Charisse because they've both got new totems, but Zippy already kind of showed his off well enough, and I never use defensive totems. They just aren't that helpful. But then Keenan's... Yeah, well, I want to keep O'Leaf for this one. He won't be that helpful. I guess the right thing to do would be to take off Amber and put Terry in, but... Trina, it's a forest planet. Yeah, there's no good option for this. Fine, I don't want to... Help! I'm really quite struggling here with this decision. It doesn't need to be a big deal. I don't have Imposter Victor with us either. I guess Keenan misses out then. Fine. I've already told you he gets Look UFO in this match, so there you go. That's the information. But yeah, I think it's good that this team that's constantly dying after every match is quite happy to accept the help of Phalum Orbius. I only think it's a little bit surprising that they've already made it to the semi-finals without them. But maybe they've had helpers from, you know, different helpers from Phalum Orbius. We can't disprove that hasn't happened. Who knows? But anyway, in the next match, Banda versus Arian and Buddy and all of his friends. We'll do that next time. TTFN.